You all know the story of stone soup. Two medieval travelers come into a small town carrying just their few belongings in a big empty iron pot. Tired and hungry, they set that pot up right in the village square, pour in some water, drop in a stone, stoke up the fire to bring the water to boil. Obviously, the villagers are quite curious. What are you doing here? They said, well, we're making stone soup. We're hungry, we have to eat. Oh, that must be awful bland, says an old woman. I have some cabbage. That will give it some flavor. Immediately another villager says, and I have some carrots. That will give it some color. And so it goes until there's a nourishing, sustainable pot of soup that's eaten and enjoyed by everyone in the village. The next morning, the travelers get up and they clean out their pot, move on to the next village, leaving the townsfolk behind. But the people never forgot the lesson that those travelers taught them. And in the best of times and in the worst of times, that little village thrived because they never forgot how to make stone soup. Now, I'd suggest that there are three basic assumptions that those travelers held about the world in which they lived. The first assumption is, we live in an expanding universe. If we include the human intellect among resources, we live in a universe with infinite resources. Assumption number one. Assumption number two, we're all connected. We live in a relational world. Everything is connected to everything else. Third assumption is that to create a sustainable world, you have to share. It's merely a matter of reallocation of resources. Three basic assumptions for stone soup. We are trying to make that a business reality. How do we take the abundant resources available to us? How do we share them in ways that benefit everyone else? Because after all, we're all connected. It's kind of it in essence. We're making stone soup.